Good morning, dolls. Here's what is hitting me this morning. First of all, happy Monday. I may not be able to look at you because you guys know my biggest thoughts come when I'm driving and I'm listening to my praise and worship, and a lot of stuff goes on in my head, and I just wanted to take a second to say it because it doesn't feel right to hold it. It doesn't feel right to hold it. So again, happy Monday. Good morning, dolls. I am a 41-year-old woman. In fact, I'll be 42 in less than a month. And involuntarily, the same thing happened to me when I was turning 30 as what's happening right now. I start to actually change, right? And transition in ways in which I didn't even that I can't control. Let me say it like that. I can't control it. So what happens is, as you mature, very different from aging, as you mature, there's a lot of things that you can not tolerate anymore. It's not something, I swear, it's not something that I can handle. It's something that happens involuntarily. And so as I mature at this point, I'm realizing dearly, I mean, when I say dearly, that means seriously, passionately, a lot of stuff I can't endure anymore. I can't take. I can't deal with. I can't tolerate. So everybody knows me as a person that generally keeps lots of people around me. I do. I keep a lot of people around me because, one, I'm a social person. Seriously, I enjoy being among lots of people. I don't have any desire to be alone. That's just not who I am. Never has been. If I could think back to like my high school days, I've always had a lot of people around me. I always had people that I quote unquote kept around me to protect them. I had people around me to protect me, honestly. You can't watch all of your sides at one time. You have to have a circle of people that will watch some of your sides, because you can't see all of them. I had people around me that I just genuinely enjoyed. If I started dropping names right now, that would be wrong, because then other people would feel like, okay, well, what was my purpose in being around? Everybody had a purpose. Everybody has a purpose, just like I serve a purpose in everybody's life, though it may be a different purpose for each person listening to this video. Anyway, so I've always had a lot of people around me. As I've gotten older, things are changing, and I'm not feeling the need to have everybody around me. Now, I don't know what that's about. And again, as I said, it's involuntary. It's probably just evolution, right? And I accept that. But I don't have a desire to have everybody around me. I don't have a desire to be pleasing to everyone or to be accepted, I guess is the word. I don't have that desire anymore. And it's really strange land for me. When I say strange land, I mean strange land, meaning I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know how to function in this new world, but it's a necessity right now. It's such a necessity that it's happening whether I like it or not. So right now, what I'd like to do is redefine who I am at this moment. And if I have to put definition to it, and I'm only giving this information out because it's hitting me, and I feel like, okay, somebody else needs to feel like it's okay to redefine. Somebody needs to feel like it's okay to be at a turning point, especially at the top of a new year. Somebody needs to feel like it's okay to shave off the excess. Somebody needs to feel like it's okay to be just who you are. And I want to just really talk to that person, seriously. So again, I'll be 42 in less than a month. So as I've been over the last 30 days kind of really trying to determine who do I want around me? Who do I need around me? Who am I for right now? Like who is Victoria really for right now? So when I say that, I mean who exactly. When you look at my page, you say, she's with me. I understand her. She understands me. We are one Whether she lives in one geographic region and I live in another, we are one. And that's what I'm trying to define, because quite honestly, that's the new circle for me. That's the new circle for me. So right now I am very much defined as a 42-year-old mom that has always had identity with her children, always wanted what was best for her children, and pretty much have lived my life for my kids. As I enter this arena that I'm in right now, my babies are teens through adults. So that automatically shakes my identity, right? That automatically shakes who I am, what's my purpose, what I've always used as a gauge or a push, right? A force to be who I am in this world. That now starts to become a gray, obscured kind of line, because as they move into teenage years and adult life, my definition changes, and that's very uncomfortable. That's very uncomfortable. So now I have to figure out, and I'll always be their mom, but you have to understand that there is a difference in roles and seasons in life. So I'll always be their mom, but now I'm a 42-year-old vibrant woman, right? With total possibilities in front of me. I can now be selfish again. I can now take care of me a little bit more. I can now be more purpose driven in different areas. I can now be passionate about a lot of things that I want to accomplish. I can now do like literally anything I want to do and redefine who I am. So, and one other thing, I must say this. I can now be free to build anything I want to build at this point, because quite honestly, my teens and my adults, they are now working on building their own stuff. And the stock I've put in them, I feel good about it. I know that they know. They have a great base. They know exactly the types of things that they're capable of. They go after it without a shadow of a doubt. And so at this point, I need to move a little bit to the side and watch them flourish. Watch them make decisions. Watch them turn their passions into reality. And that is awesome. Like, it's amazing. But then there's me. So this video really this morning is just to say to those that I'm for and those that are for me, younger 40s, teenage children or older children, and your identity has always been wrapped up in your children, and you may feel a little bit lost right about now. You may feel like, what exactly should I be doing right now? Because truth of the matter is, my kids are starting to do them. They're starting to sprout and be and go, and I'm a little lost. So here's the first thing I want to say. Define who you are by where you are. Your story actually is writing itself, and you have to stop for a second and pay attention. Define who you are by where you are. Look around you and see what's going on. Look around you and see what's impacting your day every single day, and that's how you first start to define who you are, and that's how you first start to define or identify where you're sitting at this very moment. The second thing I want to say is, take some time and find out what you've always had a passion for. Because the thing you've always had a passion for, it's been on the back burner, and it keeps coming up because it won't go away. I think I've said this to people 1,000 times. It's not going to go away simply because it's for you to do. And so when it's for you to do, it won't go away. It's persistent. It's a nerve-wracking thing and it will not go away until you do it. So the thing that has been knocking on your head or tapping on your shoulder for all the years that you've allowed your children to be the reason that you didn't do it because they were the reason you wanted to do it. Yeah, that's how we think as moms. It may be time to do that. It may be time to do that. And that, I mean, that might be the thing. Find out what that is. It may be just time to do that. The last thing I want to say is sometimes we start families. Sometimes we start families as young women, and we start our families early. And now being early 40s, we may not necessarily still be in that same family dynamic as how we started it. Meaning me. I'll take me for example. I'll put my own business out there. It's very safe. I always do. Easier to talk about myself than somebody else. I just don't even care about people's business like that. But so me, for example, started my family very early. My first child was born when I was 20. In fact, I had him probably 6 days before my 20th birthday. And at that point, that was it. And then here came another one. And I got married, and the kids, they came, right? So I started my family very early. Today, my oldest he'll be 22 and he'll be 22 again, less than a month. And just looking at the family dynamic right now, it's totally different from then. So now I'm kind of just looking for my fairy tale all over again because I can craft it at this point. My fairy tale can still happen at this point. I could have a whole new story now. So ladies that are in your early 40s, that's really who I'm talking to right now. Ladies that are in your early 40s, this is really like a goal time for you. Like seriously, this is a goal time for you. And I'm gonna say, ladies in your early 40s that have teenage or adult children, this is truly a goal time for you. I need you to kind of take note of what's going on around you. I need you to pick up your bootstraps. I need you to figure out what this passion is that you have, and I need you to go for it, because right now is your go time. You have the ability to create and craft anything you want. Seriously. From career to business ventures to romance to circles of influence to circles of just talking crap, because we need those too. Sometimes we just need to get out and talk crap with a bunch of women. I get that. That's never gonna die. But it's your time. It really is your time. So I thank you right now for letting me, borrow 13 minutes of your life, because time is like of the essence, right? Life is way short and all those wonderful cliche-ish things, but they're all very true. They're all very true. So thank you so much for allowing me to steal 13 minutes of your day this morning. But I hope that I am able to reach those that I'm able to reach, because that's who I'm for. Right now, I am all about the early 40-year-old woman with teenage or adult children that now are in a position to craft and create the next 15, 20 years of your life. That's who I want to be around. And that's who I'm here for. And I hope you're here for me. All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye.